Yeah, we're hopping to the news. Frank and company are showing up when they show up, but we're just going to do the news and we'll see how that goes.
Perfect. Well, Olivia Wilde, man, talk about grace under pressure.
I didn't see it.
Okay, well,
I didn't see it, but I saw about it.
There's no video, but I do have a picture. She was reportedly served custody papers Wednesday doing her CinemaCon presentation, according to multiple reports. She's up there, she's on stage, she's given a presentation about her new film, Don't Worry, Darling. She's directing it, happens to star her boy toy, Harry Styles, much to the chagrin of every woman on the planet. When she was interrupted by a woman with an envelope labeled personal and confidential, we have a picture, Wilde asked if the envelope was for her and then said, part of the thing, like, this is very mysterious. And then she said, I'm going to go ahead and open it right now because it feels like a script. She was kind of just having fun with it. She opened it. She said, okay, got it. Thank you.
Not a script.
And went on with the presentation. A source close to Jason Sudeikis told the People magazine that he had nothing to do with the timing of this. This is a service, a company, and they deal with it, and they obviously knew where she was going to be. This was relating to the couple's children who are 8 and 5 years old.
Doesn't being served feel kind of antiquated and weird? Like they have to physically hand something to you, but if you're up on the nightclub stage and you're doing stand-up and you're getting served, but if you leave out the back door, then they can't serve you.
You never got served.
In a world where...
the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, everyone's got a phone and an ID and a thing and an email.
Yep.
Did we have to physically have the person confront you?
I just DocuSigned something yesterday. Just click, and it was all done. Is that that is somehow acceptable, but this is not?
And then there's this part where it's like, so if you go out of town for 6 days, then you can't be served unless the person gets on an airplane. This is kind of Pony Express, kind of olden day snail mail shit.
It's a tactical thing, too, because you'll hear lawyers say, well, we're not going to serve them till Monday night, and we go to trial Tuesday morning. Like, it's still, they take this very seriously.
You know, there's another vestige of the past that they still use, like in the medical field. You have to fax a lot of shit, a lot of prescriptions, a lot of medical orders for MRIs or whatever. Need to be faxed. I'm like, oh, can they send over the order?
How?
We only take it by fax.
You have to get a fax app.
Well,
crazy.
So being served is either the worst day of your life or the
delicious.
best because if it's a dance routine.
No, you got served.
Yeah. You like getting served by that dance troupe, that inner city dance troupe.
Right. My fat ass thought you meant like serving dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all
good.
I'm going with that too.
Okay, good. So she handled it very well, but another source says Mr. Sudeikis had no prior knowledge of the time or place that this envelope would have been delivered, as this would have been solely up to the processing company and would never condone her being served in such an inappropriate manner.
But also, is there any security at the event? Like you can just walk in and walk out on stage?
There was a woman in the front row. And just handed her the envelope.
It to her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's all that matters. You just hand it to the person.
Yeah.
They take possession.
Yeah.
Would you guys, there's certain professions where I'm like, I don't like this person because of their profession. Like, meter maid, not a good one. Publicist, not a good one. On the happy side, airline pilot, I always like those guys. Server.
In general?
Yeah, server of papers. Process.
Yeah.
Server.
Yeah, you didn't grow up wanting to be that.
Yeah, and I don't think I want to hang with that person. If you're a normal person, that should be uncomfortable.
Yes, 100%. There's an okay movie you guys may be familiar with called Pineapple Express, where Seth Rogen plays a process server, but that's only the first 10 minutes of the movie. That was more interesting than the rest of the movie. I'm like, I kind of wish this movie's about a process server. That was fascinating.
I could never repossess cars.
No, God, no.
My neighbor got the car repossessed back in my shitty apartment.
My neighbor got their car repossessed.
That's another
next
one.
To my house recently.
That's another one of those kind of antiquated, show up at 4 a.m.
Yes.
They put the car on wheels, on little rollers.
Dollies.
Cars have wheels already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could have a sideways type situation where some nude dude comes running out the house screaming at you could get shot. This guy's not sure what you're doing. It's 4 a.m. Same with the serving of the
Yes.
papers. It just seems like it's 2022. If you owe the bank on the car or you're getting sued, we should just be able to take care of that.
You would think they probably reached out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they tried when the ar was being repossessed. Ugh. Bounty hunter. I could never be about. I would because you know what?
You'd be a good bounty hunter.
Unless the
You're
cops.
athletic.
No, because I can think like a criminal. Well, that would make me good, but I'm a soft touch.
Yeah.
True.
And what would happen is
You get them in your possession, handcuff yourself to them, and then the water works.
Right. So if the cop showed up within 3 to 7 minutes, I could probably wait it out.
Yeah.
If I started to hear some story about this guy's dad being an alcoholic and he was in juvie when he was 13.
And you had to midnight run
Yeah,
it.
if it's a midnight run
all he wants to
situation
do
with
is
the Duke.
he just wants to say bye to his son. You know, that'd be there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Well, at least Dog always gives him a cigarette. That's his move. It kind of wipes his guilt away.
Should Dog be handling lighters with that hair? You know what I mean? I feel he could go up like a Roman fucking candle.
Between the hair and the bear spray, he should not be handling lighters.
One spark.
Yeah.
Wow.
Follow-up question, is Dog alive?
Yes.
Yes.
His wife died.
His wife
Yes.
died.
Okay, sorry.
That's
How
right.
dare you, Brian? I have to run home because, I'm doing the hyperbaric chamber today. I have to run home, take all my makeup off, find 100% cotton clothing so I don't go up like a Roman candle in that tube because oxygen's an accelerant for fire.
You have to take the makeup off, huh?
And the eyelashes.
You don't want to look your best in the chamber?
Trust me, I struggled with this. I have no leave-in conditioner. I haven't worn my hair down in how long? Obviously, no extensions.
Sound like me.
All the makeup's coming off, and I'm in like pajama shorts and a t-shirt and a sports bra. And we're not
You better be
exactly at
careful, 'cause
sports
those
bra.
Pajama
size
shorts
right
have
now.
elastic, right? You need cotton.
Well, it said 100% cotton.
Okay, if it says that that's usually those are.
fuck.
Yeah, they don't like. I remember when I was getting my hand surgery 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, wrist surgery. One of the big bones of contention was they wanted my underpants.
Yeah, I just had this conversation.
My underpants?
Yes,
I do know there are people in my life who answer questions that way. I just want you to know that. That's a lot of, if you're talking to Drew's wife, you will have that conversation. You want my underpants? Yes, your underpants, Susan. So I was told that I was going to be strapped down with my hands out like I was on a crucifix.
Sure.
Wow.
They put a board across
Carpenter?
you. Yeah, and they lay you down and they strap you down. They don't want your arm falling off the thing when they're operating on you.
Passion of the Carolla.
And they're going to give you the gown.
Yeah.
The gown that ties in back.
Yeah.
In a world of bounty servers and car repossessors, the hospital gown with the flimsy. Can I get a sash that goes all the way around, or is that too expensive?
Buddy, you got to double it. You got to one forward, one backwards.
You got the high.
That's allowed?
Fuck yeah, that's a life hack for everyone. One forward, one backward, total coverage.
Nothing that has the tie or the string built into it, sewn into it, works effectively.
No.
It's lacking.
And you're supposed to tie it behind you.
Yes.
And I will have a huge cast on my hand. And I'm drugged up, and there's no way I'm able to do this without my ass hanging
Oh, no,
out.
you're flapping in the breeze.
It's impossible. So I was laying there, and they're like, you got to remove your underpants. And I was like, we couldn't be further away from my junk with my hand out on this thing. It is 5 feet from my junk. You're not going
You're not
around
going to contaminate anything.
And they're like, no, we're going to need the underpants. And I said, why? And they said, yeah, it's got elastic or something in it, and it could catch on fire.
That really is why.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then I said what I always say, which is, give me the waiver, I'll sign it. I'm willing to take the chance that my nutsack isn't going to spontaneously combust while you're fucking operating on my wrist. And they're like, those are the rules. And sure enough, I got up all groggy, hand in a big cast, ass just flapping in the wind. Could barely. By the way, tying that shit behind you when you're half drugged is enough.
It's awesome.
With the hand in the cast,
Oh, buddy, that's the
physically
Olympics.
impossible.
Could they not take them off for you, or would that be some sort of a hate crime?
No, you can't do that.
The underpants?
Yeah.
Oh no, you gotta take the underpants off before the surgery. That's
You can't go to the OR with the pants.
no, they're not taking them. Yeah, you
Just shimmy down.
leave the pants in the dressing room.
You've got a 20th anniversary hand surgery coming up. I'm telling you, buddy, one forward, one backwards.
On the
gown.
you wear two?
Wear one, yes.
He's wearing one like a jacket and one like, yeah.
The opening is...
Can they just give you a bathrobe?
They could, but they won't, so listen to me.
Okay, two.
He knows.
One forward, one backward.
I don't think
All
they're gonna
right.
let
I thought
me-
you were talking about with the string. I
No,
couldn't figure out.
no.
Two separate
That's
gown units.
right.
You have to ask for that.
Hey, let me
Okay.
ask you guys a question. You tell me if this is good or bad. I have now gotten so many MRIs at Mink MRI in Marina Del Rey. They know me so well. They go, Mr. Bishop, 3 weeks or whatever. Now, they don't even make me change. The phone has to come out. The keys have to come out.
Wow.
Belt still on. Shoes still on. Everything. Just wheel me right into the machine. Because it's metal, right? You can't
Right.
wear any metal or have any
Yeah.
metal. Like, just keep it on.
You're a frequent traveler.
I really am. I got that's my perk. That's my
Damn.
captain's nest.
It is all the rules are rules until they're not rules. You
Yes.
know, at some point they go, yeah, just get out of here.
It never
the
mattered.
cop told us to say, keep driving or whatever.
Right.
There's these hard and fast rules, and then someone goes, who cares?
Yeah. Doesn't matter that much. I was told that there's a good chance my arms might be in a thing too. Because they kind of like sit you up to make sure it's sized right. They fall in the same place.
Okay.
For symmetry purposes.
Yeah.
Where are you getting your procedure for anyone who might want to call it a bomb threat?
What's wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
Frank Mir and Eric are here now, so let's keep going.
God. Okay, let's move on. Well, there is a sex worker in Nevada who tells TMZ Sports that she is so grateful for the uptick in business lately. She wants to give back a little bit. And she is going to give the #1 overall NFL draft pick, a free sex romp.
All right.
Her name is Roxanne Price. She's 27. She's a licensed sex worker. I think we have a pic. She tells TMZ that Las Vegas escorts took a huge hit during the pandemic, but with the NFL draft now, in town, big money finally starting to roll back, and she is thankful. She says she will give a top-notch service at the Chicken Ranch brothel just outside of Vegas, totally free. She was awarded, by the way, the 2017 Lover of the Year. And she said this comes with a complimentary.
I was going to say, you're hoping to go back to back.
It's a fucking popularity contest.
You wanted the first ever Triple Crown winner.
These fucking porn writers. They don't know their fucking ass from a hole in the ground. Fucking commissioner didn't say it. Look, it should be voted on by
political.
the other whores.
Right.
Not the fucking porn writers.
Right.
Got Bobby Hollander's son over there. He's bought and paid for. It's fucking beat out by 6 votes.
He's bought and paid for?
Bought and paid
Oh,
for.
boy.
You can buy and sell them.
Wow,
It's a fucking popularity contest.
It's like the coaches' polls. Like they don't watch the games. They're busy working on game
6
plan.
fucking points I'm edged out by in 2017. But you know what it is? It's a fucking smooze fest. I'm not making the rounds.
Right.
This bitch is fucking showing up the conventions. Oh, she's glad handing. She's asking,
With gift baskets.
how's your son doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a fucking popularity contest.
Yeah.
Like the goddamn Oscars and Emmys these days.
Yeah.
Just sit back and judge my cocksucking, please, based on its own goddamn merits. Don't turn it into a fucking charade. 6 fucking votes.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say this, but
I almost walked away from the game.
Oh, no.
I voted for Roxanne that year.
Are you even registered?
I am actually. I probably should have mentioned that either. But
You one of those mules? Are we doing fucking ballot harvesting here?
Hey, she sucked a better cock.
You can't get a fucking fair shake in that game anymore. 6 fucking votes.
This is from 2017.
Some of them never even watched me fuck. You know?
Yeah. It's a shame.
It's a fucking popularity contest.
right.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's meaningless now.
Yeah.
Now we know. You okay?
No, I'm not. Because, first off, I have a family.
Right.
And I have a fucking bottom line.
Right.
And I got a pretty big nut.
You got to put. That's
busted
what I
on
heard.
my forehead.
That's right.
And look, it's like not getting into Sundance. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
doesn't fucking help.
Right.
Like I'm running a business.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, there's always 2023.
Anyway, fuck her.
Yeah.
I hope she gets a
A
fucking.
lot of people did.
I hope she gets a strong side tackle. No, weak side.
Weak side.
Weak side. Blind
No,
side.
Guard. Just all tub.
Well, I'll tell you who the two the two possible picks are either
Thibodeau.
Georgia pass rusher Trayvon Walker
Good.
or Michigan defensive end Aiden Hutchinson.
Wow. First two.
Yeah. That's what
Interesting.
that's what they
Defensive
think.
side of the ball.
Yeah, this is a weak year for well, they say a weak year for skill position quarterbacks and whatever. So they're going edge rushers, tackles, et cetera, et cetera.
They're two big boys. I saw
Yes.
pictures.
Yeah. Can't say boy.
They're biggins.
One of them.
One of them's.
Yeah. One of them looks like he's in Game of Thrones, like Viking people.
All right.
Oh,
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
you can't say boy.
All right. All right. The guys are here. Let's do one more.
Okay. I am not going to be here for a couple of days, and I'm very sad about that. And I've been sitting on this one for a long time. So you know what? Let's bust it out. John Hinkley, you know that name.
Tried to kill the president?
That's right. He tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan in 1981, and
He's selling tickets now.
he has a new career as a musician. He has a performance coming up in Brooklyn in July. It's sold out, so don't try to get tickets. It's a 450 capacity room over at the Market Hotel. Tickets $20 each. Hinckley was released from a Virginia psych ward in 2016 after being acquitted by reason of insanity. Since his release, he's been posting lots of videos, original music.
Please
He's
tell
amassed
me.
a lot of subscribers. Here's one that I
Yes.
personally enjoy. It's about a dozen verses and has no chorus. So this is
Please.
just the very end.
Let it be Delta Dawn or Molly Hatchet.
You're in my dreams most every night.
Hey, Chris.
You're still looking fine.
Unplugged.
Sold the place out.
I know, it's really
Fucking, you can argue with his sound, but you can't argue with fannies and seats.
That's true. Yeah, the results are there.
Jodie Foster's not impressed.
No.
He really brings the energy to that.
Yeah, it really
performance, though.
He has a lot of charisma.
Yeah. Yeah, his manager's going to be like, John, don't burn yourself out. There's a second shot. Just fucking sitting there.
Leave
no
something for-
expression on your
yeah.
face.
Leave
you
something
got-
for later.
Leave a little fuel in the tank.
That's
man.
right.
All right. Who has bought these tickets?
450 people.
Right. So are they just staunch Democrats? Are they just sort of freak show seekers?
well-
is this just kind of a goof?
Yeah, if this is out of Brooklyn, they're probably
Like
buying them
hipsters
ironically.
doing a against type thing?
Right. Like they're going to go hit the Spam Museum and then they're going to go, and then they're going to watch some Monty Python. Then
And-
they're going to go to this.
Oh God. Isn't this going to just cause more Gina Grace?
Yeah.
You must hate this.
No, I hate it when all these men they do the killings, they do the kidnappings, and guess what? Then they could become celebrities.
Don't you think this is going to inspire more people to attempt to take the life of the president only to cash in live venues?
I am so glad you said that, Adam Carolla. We're going to have some copycat musicians singing about ooh wee ooh. I tried to kill the president. Do-da-do.
So you're a struggling performer. You're not putting the souls in the seats.
That's right.
And now you've got a message saying, try to kill the president.
And sell out the arena. That's right, Adam Carolla.
That's right, slippery slope.
There's times where you don't need masks. Like the only reason I bring a mask on a plane, even though you don't have to wear one, is I know sometimes somebody's sick. Sick's next to me and they're just sneezing and hacking. I don't want to be around that, so I'll put a mask on. But I've done that before COVID. If they're hacking it
That's
up.
the Asian side of you.
It is
That's
totally.
Not the black side
that's
of
the
you.
core. Oh, I need masks. Of course.
That's your mom.